The India-Pakistan conflict is often portrayed as a clash of civilizations. The narrative focuses on religion. India is predominantly Hindu, Pakistan is predominantly Muslim. This simplistic view overlooks the complex historical and political factors at play. While religion undeniably plays a role, it's crucial to recognize that the conflict is not solely or even primarily about religion. Reducing the conflict to religion ignores the historical context of the partition of British India in 1947. It ignores the territorial disputes, particularly over Kashmir. It ignores the role of nationalism and political opportunism in both countries. Understanding the multifaceted nature of the conflict is essential for any hope of resolution. Many analysts argue that the conflict is more about power, land, and resources than about religion. They point to the strategic importance of Kashmir for both countries. They highlight the role of political leaders who have exploited religious sentiments for their own gain. However, dismissing the religious angle entirely would be a mistake. The religious differences between India and Pakistan are deeply intertwined with their national identities. The partition itself was based on the two-nation theory, which argued that Hindus and Muslims constituted separate nations. This has created a legacy of suspicion and mistrust that continues to this day. The partition of British India in 1947 was a tumultuous event that led to the creation of two independent nations, India and Pakistan. The partition was based on the two-nation theory, which argued that Hindus and Muslims were distinct nations and could not coexist peacefully. This theory, while deeply flawed, gained traction in the final years of British rule, fueled by political opportunism and communal tensions. The partition resulted in one of the largest mass migrations in human history, with millions of Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs displaced across newly drawn borders. The violence that accompanied the partition left an indelible scar on the collective psyche of both India and Pakistan. It sowed the seeds of mistrust and animosity that continue to plague their relations. Kashmir, a Muslim-majority region ruled by a Hindu Maharaja, became a flashpoint in the partition. The Maharaja initially wished to remain independent but acceded to India when faced with an invasion by Pakistani tribesmen. This triggered the First Kashmir War of 1947-48, which ended with a ceasefire line that divided Kashmir between India and Pakistan. The unresolved status of Kashmir has been a major source of tension between the two countries ever since. It has led to two more wars in 1965 and 1971, and numerous smaller conflicts. The dispute over Kashmir remains one of the most intractable geopolitical challenges in the world. The India-Pakistan conflict, though often simmering beneath the surface, periodically erupts into violence, reminding the world of its volatile nature. One such eruption occurred in April 2025, when a devastating attack in Pahalgam, in Indian-administered Kashmir, claimed the lives of 26 people. India swiftly blamed Pakistan-based militants for the attack and responded with a series of diplomatic and economic measures. India suspended the sharing of Indus River water with Pakistan, a move that could have severe consequences for Pakistan's agriculture. Diplomatic missions were scaled back and trade relations were severed, further straining the already fragile ties between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. Pakistan, while denying any involvement in the Pahalgam attack, retaliated by suspending all trade with India. The Pahalgam incident and its aftermath highlight the precarious nature of the India-Pakistan relationship. Even seemingly isolated incidents have the potential to escalate rapidly given the deep-seated mistrust and the ever-present shadow of Kashmir. The incident also underscores the high human cost of this protracted conflict. The closing of the Wagah-Atari border crossing, a symbolic link between the two countries, further exacerbated tensions. This closure not only disrupts the lives of people with families and businesses on both sides, but also serves as a stark reminder of the deep divisions that persist. The India-Pakistan conflict is a complex tapestry woven from threads of history, religion, nationalism, and geopolitics. While reducing it to a purely religious conflict would be simplistic, ignoring the potent role of religion would be equally misleading. Religion, intertwined with nationalism, forms a powerful force shaping public opinion and influencing policy decisions in both countries. In India, Hindu nationalism, or Hindutva, has gained significant ground in recent years. This ideology seeks to define Indian national identity in terms of Hindu culture and values, often at the expense of minority communities, including Muslims. The rise of Hindu nationalism has contributed to a more assertive and less compromising stance towards Pakistan, particularly on the issue of Kashmir. In Pakistan, the narrative of Islam as a unifying force has been central to its national identity since its inception. The idea of Pakistan as a homeland for the Muslims of South Asia remains deeply ingrained in the national psyche. This religious dimension, often exploited by political and military establishments, fuels anti-India sentiment and complicates any attempt at reconciliation. The quest for Kashmir further exacerbates religious tensions. For India, retaining control of Kashmir is seen as crucial for maintaining its secular identity and preventing further balkanization along religious lines. For Pakistan, gaining control of Kashmir is portrayed as unfinished business of partition, a matter of reclaiming Muslim-majority territory. This zero-sum game, where any concession is seen as a betrayal, leaves little room for compromise. This chapter summarizes the ongoing tensions between India and Pakistan, highlighting the historical and recent conflicts. Despite the challenges, there is hope that both nations will avoid all-out war and work towards a peaceful resolution. The future of these two nations, and indeed the entire region, hinges on their ability to navigate these turbulent waters with wisdom and restraint. Diplomatic efforts, people-to-people connections, and international mediation play crucial roles in fostering a climate of dialogue and understanding. The story of India and Pakistan is still being written, and while the pages are filled with strife and discord, they also hold the potential for reconciliation and peace. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe to our channel for more content.